Alrighty, guys, welcome back. It's your host, ID Jester. We're going to be going over some Stratomatic Pro Football Super Advanced Solo Defensive Sheet that I had made. The reason I did this is because, um, we all love the football, right? But not a lot of people play the football because it's pretty complex. It takes a little while to play it. There's a lot of rules and this, that, and the other thing. And for me, the basic mode just didn't do much for me. But of course, to play the advanced mode, you need to have all the little pieces on the map. You need to have all of the different defensive sheets out so you can move the different defenders and the different sheets and different zones, and it takes up so much table space. It just doesn't seem like it's worth it for all the effort. So that is why I made this. Ding, right there. This is my Stratomatic Super Advanced Football Solo sheet. I actually released one of these sheets similar to this, but recently I changed the sheet a little bit. About 2 or 3 years ago, and I had a bunch of people ask me for it, and I sent it to them, and then never heard back. Never heard one thing back from anyone about, oh, I tried your sheet out, I liked it, or, what happened to screen passes? What happened to draw passes? What happens to this? What happens to this? Not one question, not one nothing. So I stopped sending it to people because I figured if they don't care, then I'm not going to share it anymore. So recently I decided I was going to go ahead and work on my sheet again because it's football season. Yesterday was the first college football games of the season. And so I've been getting back into my football mode, and so I started working on my defensive sheet, updated it to this format here, and we're going to go over things. So you don't need your defensive boards. You don't need the defensive card. You don't need you do need the defensive cards, but you don't need the defensive tokens for the players. You don't need your defensive boards or anything. All you need is a sheet. That's all you need. And then you're going to roll on the sheet to find out what the defense called. So in this mode currently, you're going to be calling all the offensive plays, and then you're going to roll to see what the defense ended up doing. It's going to tell you whether they guessed right, they guessed wrong, how many different linebackers are in the zone, how many different defenders are in the zone, etc., etc. So it's going to be very easy for you to get the results of the play. And because of this, you can use the super advanced side of the cards, which is in my opinion, a much better and more rounded side to the football game. So I think that's the one thing that kind of drags down the Stratomatic Pro Football is the fact that it's a lot of people play the baseball game, and there are quite a few people that play the hockey game, but you don't see. You got Bob Zelke, Sportsman Z, that play the Stratomatic football. I think Dave Garner has had it on his channel maybe once or twice, and there's been a few other people that have it on their channel once in a while. But it's not I wouldn't say a mainstream game, and I think the reason it's not a mainstream game is because, well, football's a longer game anyways. Football, anytime you do hockey or football, you're talking a lot longer game because you're having to do every single play and designing the offense and the defense and figuring out the results of the play, and every play takes 3 or 4 minutes to do. So it's a longer game, but then the other thing is you add on the fact that, well, I can only play this in basic mode, and a lot of people, myself included, we go, oh, if I can play super advanced Stratomatic baseball, why can't I play super advanced football? And I feel like I'm not doing. I'm not. How do I put it? I feel like I'm dumbing down the game by playing basic. If that makes sense to you guys, I'm dumbing down the game by playing basic because I'm playing super advanced baseball. Why can't I play this super advanced football? And I should be able to play this super advanced football. So that's the whole goal behind this, is to say you can play super advanced basic, or you can play super advanced football. You don't need the defensive boards. You don't need the defensive cards. You just need to know what your opponent did with them, right? So this is simulating an opponent moving this stuff around the board and guessing whether he guessed pass or he guessed run or pass, and how many linebackers are in each of the different zones, and if he's double teaming your receivers or whatever. This simulates your opponent doing all that stuff without having to have that stuff on the board. So let's get to it and show you guys how it plays. So similarly, you just need some kind of way to keep track of your football field. I'm just going to use this board up here, and then you're going to use all your defensive and offensive cards. We got our defensive sheets for line buck, off tackle, end run, flat pass, short pass, long pass. Then we do have our offensive and defensive cards. Then we have our quarterback with our running backs underneath it. Next to that is going to be our receiver, and then our special teams card. This is Pittsburgh. Obviously, Pittsburgh is on this side. Cincinnati's on this side. Same thing, Cincinnati. And line buck, off tackle, and run. And of course, we're on this super advanced side. As you can see, there's the basic side. There's the advanced side. All right, and then we have Cincinnati set up the same way with their running backs, their quarterback, then your receivers. You're going to have your special teams card, and that's pretty much all you need. You don't need to have anything, and then of course you have to have the super advanced solo sheet. So we're going to go through the first couple plays a little bit slow, but afterwards we're going to try and speed things up a little bit and show you guys how this is done. All right, so we're just going to simply roll to see who gets. Cincinnati will be the red die. Pittsburgh will be the black and white die. Whoever rolls higher is receiving the kickoff. Pittsburgh is receiving the kickoff, so Cincinnati is kicking off from their 35-yard line. And Pittsburgh will receive. All right, here we go. This is I should mention, didn't even mention this, but this is the 2015 wild card playoff game. Pittsburgh at Cincinnati from 2015. I think it ended up, they played it in January of 2016. But this is the 2015 playoffs. Pittsburgh at Cincinnati. And so here we go. So we're kicking off. We kicked off. It's a 7 for the kickoff. Oh, we have to flip this over. Kickoff. So -9 yards in the end zone. -9 yards in the end zone. They're just going to take it out to the 25. I think they did it at the 25. So the Pittsburgh's going to have it first down and 10 from their 25. And I will just put this down. This will represent where the first down marker is. All right, and then simply all we're going to do is we're going to get the regular dice and we're going to call an offensive play. I'm going to start very basic, very simple, nothing too fancy. We're just going to say it's going to be a run. It's going to be inside left. We're going to go with a line buck. Let's see. Here's our running backs. We can look at the bottom and see how many attempts they had all season long. So we can see D'Angelo Williams had 200 attempts. Le'Veon Bell only had 113 attempts. So we're going to give it to D'Angelo Williams. First down. He is going to run inside left line buck. So you could, if you wanted to, have out your little, where are they? You could have out your little offensive and defensive play calls if you think you need to remember what the hell you just called. Because some of us, we forget. We'll be like, "What? Wait a minute, what did I call? I forget what I called." So if you want to keep these out, you can. But they're not needed. If you can remember things, hopefully you can. All right, so it's first down and 10. We all know that. I shouldn't have to explain that to you, my friends. Oh my God, if I have to explain that to you, then we're in big trouble. All right, so that's not what I needed at all. What I need is image file. Let's bring up the right image file. All right, so there it is, the Superman Advanced Stratomatic solo sheet. So I've made my offensive call. I'm not changing anything. So once I call it, all I need to do is have the player where it's going, right? So it's going to be an inside line buck to the left to D'Angelo Williams. There's my call. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to find out if the defense, what they decided to call. And I just simply roll a 20-sided dice. And I rolled a 5. So you can see on our sheet, on a first down and 10, on a 1 to 8, they choose run, and a 9 to 20, they choose pass. So they chose a run because I rolled a 5. Let's see, can you see the dice? Now you can. So he rolled a 5, which means he guessed run, which means he guessed right. Now I have to roll again the D20 dice, and I'm going to determine whether or not how many linebackers are in the zone. And the charts on the top are when you guess right, and the charts on the bottom are when you guess wrong. So you can simply roll the D20 again, and I rolled a 6. And we look under guessed run right. So that's the one on the bottom. And his first down and 10. So if I were to roll 1 to 10, he has 0 linebackers in the zone. If I roll an 11 to 19, he's got 1 linebacker in the zone. And if I roll a 20, he would have keyed that whoever I chose as the runner, he would have keyed that runner back correctly. In this case, he guessed run correctly, but he only has 0 linebackers in the zone because he only rolled a 6. Again, if he would have rolled, say, a 16, then he would have had 1 linebacker in the zone. If he would have rolled a 20, he would have been keying my running back. So you're going to roll the D20 twice. The first time is to determine whether he guessed your play correctly or not. The second time is going to be to determine how many linebackers or how many defenders are in the zone. So we know what the defender's done, and a lot of times we don't even need to decide that, but we will roll the dice now to determine what the outcome of the play is. All right. It's a 5, which means we're going to the defensive cards. So Cincinnati, we're going to look at their defensive zone. And it was a line buck play, and we just already know, because we already looked at this, they have 0 linebackers in the zone. So we can look at line buck, we have 0 linebackers in the zone. If they had 1 linebacker, guess where we look? That's right, the 1 linebacker column. This is not brain surgery, my friends. This is just simply common sense. Line buck, 0 linebackers, and I rolled a 10. 10 says offensive center. So we're going to look at the offensive center for Pittsburgh. These are the rules of Stratomatic. This is no longer my chart. This is just Stratomatic. So we're going to look at the offensive center for Pittsburgh. And the center is Cody Wallace. And Cody Wallace has a run block rating of, can't read that number. He's got a run block rating of 0. I don't know if you can see that or not. The center's got a run block rating of 0. So the question, the thing is, I have 0 linebackers. Is the center, did he meet or exceed the white die? In this case, a 5. No, he did not. So he gets lower results. So instead of a 7-yard gain, it's going to be a 3-yard gain. And it's going to be ding, 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 second down. And it's going to be second down. And now my camera decided to wig out. Hello, camera. Come on, camera. We would like to see cameras. Hello, camera. Okay, you can now, we clearly see that you've refocused. Now you can refocus down here, please. Refocus down here. Thanks so much. Why do you want to be like this? Why do you want to be like this? Hello? Camera? Is it because... let's turn the lights on. I'll turn the lights on to see if that helps. A lot of times... It always does this for some reason. It's really strange. It only does it for a few seconds and then it acts fine, but... A lot of times it doesn't like the fact that there's no color. There. So there we go. All right. So hopefully that won't be an issue anymore. So we got second down. We got second down and 7 for Pittsburgh. And so now we just make an offensive call again. We're going to use Ben Roethlisberger. He's going to go a step back and he's going to throw a short pass to Heath Miller. Since Heath Miller's right on top, let's use that. All right, so we're simply going to do same thing. We're going to look at our chart. We're now at 2nd and 7. Let's see what the defense calls. We roll a D20. We rolled a 10. Second down is 7. 1 to 10 is going to be a run. So they chose run for the defense. So we know they're wrong because I'm choosing a pass. And then because they're wrong, we will roll to find out how many defenders they have in the zone. For a short pass, he guessed wrong, and we rolled an 18. So he's going to have 4 defenders in the zone. 4 defenders in the zone. So now we simply just roll to see what happens, the outcome of the play. So it's no pass rush or penalty, so we don't have to worry about that. It's a 3, so it's coming off a Roethlisberger's card. We have a 7. So short pass, 7. We know they guessed wrong. So it's going to be a 13-yard pickup. And first down. 1, 2, 10, 11. And it's going to be a first down out to the 41-yard line. For Pittsburgh, first down. That's as simple as it goes. I mean, this is not rocket science. All I'm doing is creating a chart that shows you how many, whether the defender guessed right or wrong, and how many players are in their zone when when it's needed. That's as simple as it goes. You just have to roll on the chart to determine that. So it's first down and 10. We're going to try a flat pass to Le'Veon Bell. We're going to go flat pass to Le'Veon Bell. Flat pass to Le'Veon Bell. First and 10. He rolled a 6, so that is going to be, first and 10 is going to be a run. So Cincinnati's going heavy run defense. So they guessed wrong. And a 14 wrong, and we're doing a flat pass. First down and 10. So they have 0 linebackers in the zone. If we need that, 0 linebackers in the zone. All right, so we have a possible penalty. We'll have to look at that. It's coming off of Roethlisberger's card again. And it's a 5. Flat pass, 5. They guessed wrong. It's going to be a 10-yard pickup, but we do have a penalty on the play. We do have a penalty on the play. Possible penalty. So let's roll for Pittsburgh. penalties. Let's roll for Pittsburgh penalty and see if they have a penalty. That's a 4. Offsides. Offsides on the defense. They're going to decline that and pick up the 10-yard and a first down. So Pittsburgh is driving here, opening drive of the ball game. Opening drive of the ball game. And now it is going to be first down and 10. First down and 10. I think we're going to do an end run to D'Angelo Williams. End run right. End run right. End run right. So first down and 10. We simply roll. 18. They guess pass, so Cincinnati's not doing very good on their picking defense. So they picked wrong again. And a 4, which means they have no linebackers in the zone. And you'll remember the numbers. Low usually means they have less players in the zone. So I can see if I roll a 4, they got 0 linebackers in the zone. I do have to double check, but pretty soon you're going to remember the numbers. So, end run right. Another possible penalty. Good Lord. It's coming off of Cincinnati's defense and a 6 end run. You have 0 linebackers in the zone, and that is a 6. Possible fumble. Possible fumble at the line of scrimmage. Possible fumble at the line of scrimmage on a 2, 3, or 12. 2, 3, or 12, it's a possible fumble. It's no fumble, but they stop him at the line of scrimmage. They stack him up, but now we got to check for a penalty. Pittsburgh 8 is number 2. Number 2. I'm not sure what the number 2 is, to be honest. Number 2. Number 2, number 5. I think this means you check the defender's number 2, but the defender's number 2 is offsetting penalties. I think that's what you do. I'm trying to remember, to be honest. So we're going to call that as offsetting penalties, and we're going to replay the down. So first down and 10 again. First down and 10 again. And we're going to try and throw it out to one of the receivers here. Antonio Brown. We're going to try a short pass to Antonio Brown. All right, so we've got our play. Defense. It's first down and 10 over again. So they guess pass. And what kind of 20. Though they've double teamed them. So normally on a 20, they keyed the receiver or they've double teamed the running back or whatever. It's usually if you roll a 20, that second time they've double teamed them. So I can see that they guessed right. It was a short pass and they're double teaming them. So they double teaming Antonio Brown, which could be bad for us. But we'll see what happens. Another possible penalty? Are you kidding me? 7. So he's coming off of Roethlisberger's card 7. And that is going to be a short pass. And still going to be a 13-yard pickup, depending on the penalty here. Depending on the penalty, it's going to be another 13-yard pickup. An 11. Opponent number 1. Maybe that's where this comes into play. Opponent number 1. Opponent number 1 on a pass play. Offensive pass interference. Offensive pass interference. So defensive pass interference. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Wait. So it would be defensive pass interference because it was on the defenders. Defensive pass interference on the defenders, but it's still going to be completed by Roethlisberger. 13 yards. 10, 11, 12, 13, and a first down. Out to the 38-yard line. Out to the 38-yard line. Oops. 28, yes. All right. So first down and 10 for Pittsburgh. Again, another first down and 10. How many D's are on this? Two D's. 2 D's. Okay. We're rolling a lot of D's. So it's first down and 10 from the 38. I think we're going to Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell, and we're going to go off tackle, Le'Veon Bell. Off tackle, Le'Veon Bell. Let's see what the defense calls. 13 is going to be a pass. And 11 is, he guessed wrong on so you got 0 linebackers in the zone. We don't have a pass rush situation, so we can ignore that, I think. So coming off of Le'Veon Bell's card, it is a 7. Off tackle. They guessed wrong. And he's got a short gain. So you can see here, Le'Veon Bell off tackle is a short gain because they guessed wrong. So he's going to go to short gain. Now the question is, sometimes they have this short gain on the actual card, but it doesn't look like he has a short gain on his card. So we will roll on the chart for a short gain. So Le'Veon Bell breaks through. Breaks through. And that is a 10. It's going to be 12 yards and a first down. 12 yards and a first down. That's going to put it out to the 26-yard line. First down and 10. Lower, slower board game where the blue and white chart has a penalty charts. Yeah, look at the number. I got you. Gotcha. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. It's about time. I'm just saying it's about time. Just saying it's about time. First down and 10. Pittsburgh driving, opening series of this wild card game, and they're driving it right down the throat of Cincinnati here. It's first down and 10, and I think we're going to go. The running game has been pretty good so far. We're going to go D'Angelo Williams. We're going to go and run to D'Angelo Williams. All right, so let's see what the defense calls. Again, if you're just joining us, here's our little defensive matrix chart. So we're simply rolling to find out, did the defense guess right or wrong? Rolled a 2. That's 9 times out of 10 is going to be wrong. I shouldn't say it's going to be wrong. It's going to be run. So normally low is for run, high is for pass. So in this case, they guessed run. And that is going to be a run and run to him. So now let's find out how many linebackers they have in the zone. They guessed right. They rolled an 18. And an 18 is going to be 1 linebacker in the zone. So they have a linebacker there in the zone. So nothing there. It's coming off of the offensive card. It's a 10. We look at end run. They guessed right. And a 10 is going to be 4-yard pickup. And that's as simple as it goes. Boom, boom, boom. Second down and 6. Second is 6 from the 22-yard line. Second is 6. We're going to smash it up the middle. Off tackle, Le'Veon Bell again. Off tackle, Le'Veon Bell. We're going to smash it right down their throat. Let's see what Cincinnati chooses. Again, low is going to be run. High is going to be pass. 14 is going to be a pass situation. So Cincinnati goes to pass. So they're wrong. So we look at the wrong column. 17. Wrong. It is second down and 6. Second is 6. So they guessed run wrong, but they do have a linebacker in the zone. They do have a linebacker in the zone, but they guessed wrong. So it depends off if it comes off the offensive card or off the defensive card. Here we go. So nothing there, which is good. Coming off the defense as an 8. This is going to be we guessed off tackle. We guessed 8. And they had a linebacker in the zone, so it's going to be a 1-yard pickup. It's going to bring up third down and 5. Third and 5 from the Cincinnati 21-yard line. Third and 5. Here we go. All right, Roethlisberger. He is going to go. He's going to go. He's going to go to Heath Miller. And he's going to go flat pass to Heath Miller. Flat pass, Heath Miller. Let's find out what Cincinnati calls. 20, they're going to double team. There was, no, I'm sorry. That's the second dice. So this one, 20, again, is a pass. And they guessed right on this one. And an 11. Flat pass, 11. Is going to be 1 defender in the zone. All right, let's see what happens. All right, so we're going the defensive cheats. Flat pass at 11. They have 1 defender in the zone. 11 is going to be a 3-yard pickup. 1, 2, 3. So it's going to bring up 4th down and 2. 4th down and 2. From the 18-yard line. 4th and 2 from the 18-yard line. From the 18-yard line. So if they go for a field goal 2 to 10, it's good. Anything else, it's no good. I think Pittsburgh is going to try and put points on the board early in this one here. And 2 to 10, it's up and it's good. I suppose we have to roll to make sure there's no penalty. That would be very upsetting. So no penalty. It's a 5. It is up and it is good. And Pittsburgh takes a 3-0 lead here in Cincinnati. As Pittsburgh takes a 3-0 lead here in Cincinnati as they drive the opening kickoff all the way down the field to the 18-yard line, 4th down. They settle for 3, but always getting points on the board early on the road is important. So now they will kick off. Five. They kick off to the 1-yard line. And it's back number 2. Back number 2. Back number 2. All right, let's see what he does. 9. 16, so only out to the 17-yard line. And Cincinnati will take over 1st and 10 from their 17-yard line. 17, so first down we'll put it at the 27-yard line. And Pittsburgh's up 3-0. Obviously, we get to use these players over here. And we have to call... so it looks like Cincinnati's going to pass right off the bat. They're going to go to Marvin Jones here. And they're going to go short pass to Marvin Jones. They're going to try and get a nice chunk right off the bat. Short pass to Marvin Jones. So what is the defenders? What is Pittsburgh defense? 6. They're guessing run. And a 7, which means short pass is going to be only 3 defenders in the zone. So no pass rush. It's coming off of the offensive card. Quarterback, and a 7 is going to be incomplete. Incomplete on the 7. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. 2nd down and 10. And this time they're going to try a run and try and get some yardage. Make it a little bit easier on 3rd down. They're going to go off tackle to Giovanni Bernard. Off tackle, Giovanni Bernard. So 2nd and 10. And Pittsburgh, 2nd down and 10. 1-7 they call a run. That's actually what they called, was a run. So they guessed right. And a 5 means they have 0 linebackers in the zone, though. So they guessed right. So it's 3. It's coming off of Giovanni Bernard's card. It is a 10. They guessed right, and a 10 is going to be a 4-yard pickup. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 6. 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6 from Cincinnati. They're coming with 3 wide receivers. And you know what they're going to do here, I think? 3 wide receivers. They are... Three wide receivers. They're going to go with A.J. Green. They're going to do a flat pass to A.J. Green. Flat pass to A.J. Green. 3rd and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6. A 13 is going to be a pass. And a 10. Flat pass. It's going to be 1 defender in the zone. If I had this printed out, it'd be a little easier than trying to look on my computer for it. So it is 3rd and 6. They guessed right. They guessed the pass. All right. So 3 is coming off of Hilliard's Andy Dalton's card, and an 8. Flat pass. They guessed right. 8 is going to check out the receiver. So A.J. Green, we're going to re-roll on A.J. Green. They guessed right. So we need a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 9 for it to be complete. If you're a Bengals fan, that is a 7, and that is going to be a 6-yard pickup. And he stretches the ball out, tackled just at the line of to gain, and they're going to bring out the measuring tape. They're bringing out the sticks, and it is a first down by the nose of the ball as A.J. Green gets up that big for 3rd down and keeps the drive alive for Cincinnati Bengals. Pittsburgh, hometown crowd cheering. All right, we got 1st and 10. What are we going to do? We're going to line buck with Jeremy Hill. Line buck with Jeremy Hill. All right, defense, what are they choosing? 10 on 1st and 10. is going to be a pass. They choose a pass. And a 16, which means they have one linebacker in the zone. So, they guessed wrong. So it's coming off of their cards. And an 8. This is a linebacker. 8. And they have one linebacker in the zone. So it's only a 1-yard pickup as Pittsburgh. Oh, and we have a possible penalty. Possible penalty here. 9. Opponent offsides. Offsides. Defense. Oh, defense. Repeat first down. So, first and 5. First and 5 as Pittsburgh was jamming the line of scrimmage. They jumped off sides before the play was started. And it's now first and 10. I'm sorry, first and 5. And because they got that free 5 yards, I think they're going to do a long pass. They're going to do a long pass here. Yeah, you know what? They're going to do a long pass, A.J. Green. They're going to go first and 5. They're hoping Pittsburgh plays run again. And no, they choose pass. Pittsburgh's on them. And 11, first down and 5. First down and 5. And we're trying a long pass. They have one in the zone. They have one defender in the zone. Okay. Oh, we have a pass rush situation. This is our first pass rush situation. So we got to look at player 4. Oh boy, here we go. I've never been a big fan of the pass rush situation, but we need Pittsburgh's defense. And they're a 3-4 defense. They're looking at the nose tackle. The nose tackle is Steve McLendon. Steve McLendon. He's got a pass rush of 1. Okay. For Cincinnati, she's looking at the left tackle. No, I'm sorry. 4 is going to be the center. He is a pass block of 4. So pass rush of 1. Pass rush rating of 1. And a block rating of 4. So 2 to 12 is no sack. So no sack. So I don't have to worry about a sack. All right. So now I think we have to re-roll these dice for the play, though. It's going to be a long play, or long pass. It's coming off of Hilliard's card and a 6. Long pass. They guessed right. So it's going to be incomplete. If they would have guessed wrong, it would have gone on to the receiver's cards. An X result is a penalty, and a D is a pass rush when you're playing basic. I'm not playing basic. I'm playing super advanced. In super advanced, X is pass rush, D is penalty. But a good question. Good question. So, because they guessed right, It's going to be incomplete. It's going to bring up second down and 5. Second and 5. I am. Trust me, I'm not an expert at this game. Because now you have me worried that I'm doing something wrong. I'm going to double check just to make sure. Oh, you might be right, actually. X is a possible penalty. In super advanced play, the pass rush occurs when the black die reads a D. And so, yeah, you're right. Might be right. It's a penalty on an X and a pass rush on a D. Yeah, that's what I was doing, right? Yeah, I think that's what I was doing. Yeah. A penalty on an X and a pass rush on a D. I think that's right. Now I'm all confused. I'm all confused. Oh boy. All right. So it's second down and 5. Second down and 5. This is a wild card weekend. Pittsburgh against Cincinnati from 2015. If you guys remember that game. This is the game that, spoiler alert, this is the game that Cincinnati was winning to the last seconds, and they had a personal foul late hit on a receiver, which gave Pittsburgh 15 yards, and then the next play, they had a personal foul late hit or some unsportsmanlike conduct or whatever it was. It gave Pittsburgh another 15 yards. So instead of they gave them like 30 yards in penalties in the last 2 plays of the game, and then Pittsburgh kicked a field goal and won 18-16 in Cincinnati. And it's because the coach couldn't keep his players under control. Marvin Lewis, I think was his name back in the day. Anyways, that's a spoiler alert if you remember this game. All right, so second and 5. Our long pass didn't work. What should we try this time? I think we're going to try another run. It is going to be Giovanni Bernard. We're going to go off tackle again to Bernard. Oh, is it the same defensive player that was called back-to-back penalties on? Yeah, I remember. I don't remember his name either, but I remember the play. All right, so let's find out what the defense calls. Again, all you have to do is call the offensive plays, then use my super advanced Stratomatic solo sheet. You roll to find out. He rolls a 10. It's second and 5. So on a 1 to 13, he calls a run. That is a 10, so he's going to call a run. So he run defense. Now we have to determine how many defenders are in the zone. He guessed right. He guessed right. Second down. He has one linebacker in the zone. He's got one linebacker in the zone. Oops. Wrong one. All right, so let's see what the result of the play is now. We're trying a off-tackle Bernard. So X is... No, I'm confused. X is a penalty. X is a penalty. Possible penalty. That's right. It's a possible penalty. So we'll look at that here in a second. 1 is coming off of Bernard's card. A 7, they guessed right. So it's 1 yard. It's a good thing they guessed right because otherwise it would have been a short gain. Now, 1 yard, but we have a possible penalty. We will roll on the penalty chart. 4 is blank, so no penalty. So it's just a 1 yard pickup. And now it's going to bring up third down and 4. Third and 4. Third and 4. And, 3rd and 4. Let's see who we got here. We're going to go, we're going to try a flat pass to Tyler Effort. Tyler Effort, 3rd and 4. Flat pass, Tyler Effort. Defense is calling a pass. But they have nobody in the zone. Hang on. It is 1, 2, 3, 4. 3rd and 4. They have 1 in the zone. Sorry, they do have 1 in the zone. We would have a pass rush, but on a flat pass, you don't have a pass rush, so we can ignore that. Coming off the Pittsburgh's defense, and it's a 10. It is a flat pass. 1 man in the zone, 10. Looks like this says -3. -3. Wow, what a difference. 23 if they only had 0 in the zone. -3 if they have 1 in the zone. That's crazy. Let me double check to make sure they had 1 in the zone. It was 3rd down and 4. They guessed flat pass correctly. And 1 to 3, they have 0 in the zone. They rolled a 4 on the D20, so they did have 1 in the zone. So it's -3 yards. And not a good play there as they throw it behind the line of scrimmage. Pittsburgh swarms them down, and it's going to be 4th down and 7. And Cincinnati's going to have to punt this bad boy away. Cincinnati will punt it away. After getting a free 5 yards, it was 1st and 5. They tried a long pass, which was incomplete. They tried a 2nd down. They tried a run, which got 1 yard. And 3rd down, they lost 3 yards. Wow. Not great. 1st and 5, and Cincinnati didn't even make a 1st down. All right, punting the ball away. It's a 12. Uh-oh. Let's see, 12. Oh, no, it's blocked. Punting, 12, blocked. It's blocked. Pittsburgh comes in and blocks the punt. Are you kidding me? Oh, my God. Now I'm going to have to figure out. I don't know if I've ever figured out how to do a blocked punt. Never had a blocked punt before. All right, so block hits, 10.2. All right, 10.2. Holy cow, we've got a block punt. Can you guys believe this? A block punt? Page 20 is a chart. Supposedly a chart. Page 20. All right. Block hit chart. Okay, there we go. Recovered. So we're going to have to roll these again. Find out who recovers it and where. It was punted at the, well, we'll see here. Oops. 9. 6 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So it was the boom, boom, boom. So it's going to be the 24-yard line. It's recovered. Now we need to figure out who recovers it. We need to determine who recovers it, because if Pittsburgh recovers it, they might be able to advance it. So Lovely. Penalty. Fumble. Fumbles. No, we want to recovery. Let's see, is there recovery? 14-4. Let's see. I've never had a block punt before. I'm going to have to... Okay. Blocked extra points and field goals. Block kick chart. Let's see if there's... A block kick chart tells us... The covering team may advance the loose ball. Doesn't tell us... That's an interesting one. I'm telling you, this is an interesting one. I mean, it's going to be Pittsburgh's ball because... I think they have their, like, fumble... But that's, like, for their offensive players, so it's not for, like, punt team, though. Punt returns, kickoff returns. Jesus Christ. Come on, let's go. The punt is blocked. The yardage is behind the line of scrimmage, and the chain of possession occurs at the point. Doesn't say... But then there's an advancement chart, so you have to determine who recovers it first. Like a loose ball or something. Page 11, advancing loose balls. There's a chart for it. It says blocking kicks, punts. 10.2. I just read 10.2 and it doesn't say jack diddly squat. 10.2. If the punt is blocked, the yardage is behind the line of scrimmage and the change of possession occurs at that point. On the odd occasion, the punt is not a fourth down. Roll for recovery of the live ball as you would a fumble recovery. So fumble recovery 1.5. So 1.5. If a fumble occurs, roll again. If the result is 2 to 6, 11 or 12, the offense recovers its own fumble. If the result is 7 to 12, the defense. 7 to 10, the defense recovers. So 2 to 6, 11 or 12. As a 9, Pittsburgh recovers. So now Pittsburgh can advance it from this point at the 24-yard line. They can now advance loose ball. As a 9-0 yard. So they just fall on it on the 24. And Pittsburgh's going to have it first down and 10 from the 24-yard line in prime real estate. Prime real estate. First and 10. Big turnover there. Blocked punt. Sorry it took a little while to figure that one out. Apologize for that, but oh my God, I've never had a blocked punt before. That's crazy. All right, so it's now offense. First down and 10. Ben Roethlisberger and company back out. We're gonna go end run to D'Angelo Williams. End run D'Angelo Williams. Let's find out what the defense calls. They call a pass. And a 10. They have 0 linebackers in the zone. A possible penalty coming off of Williams' card. We said end run 7. They guessed wrong, so it's an 8-yard pickup, but we do have to check for a penalty. Pittsburgh penalties. 7 is opponent number 2. Uh-oh. Opponent number 2 on a run play. Ooh. Personal foul? Two is a personal foul. Run defense. Run play on defense. A 2 is going to be a personal foul, 15 yards at the end of the play. So they gain 8 yards. 8. And then it's going to be a personal foul, so half the distance to the goal. They're at the 16-yard line, so it's going to be first down and 10 from the 8-yard line. First and goal from the 8. First and goal from the 8 for Pittsburgh, up 3-0. And we're going to go short pass right off the bat. First down and 10 from the 8. We're going to go short pass. We're going to go with a short pass to Antonio Brown. Short pass, Antonio Brown. First and 10 from the 8. Defense is calling. Oh, they call a pass. They guessed right. And first and 8. Short pass. They have 4 in the zone. 4 defenders in the short zone. John Wise, what's going on? The rule booklet does have a section about playing well solo. Yes, it does. It absolutely does. But it doesn't tell you how many defenders are in each zone. Like my chart. My chart shows you everything. Shows you how many defenders are in the zone, whether they guessed right or wrong. I'm just saying, my chart's way better. All right, here we go. Nothing there. It's coming off of Roethlisberger, 6. It's a short pass. 6 is going to be incomplete. Incomplete. Second down and goal from the 8. Second down and goal from the 8. We're going to give it to Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell, we're going to go line buck. Le'Veon Bell. 2nd down and 8. They're going to guess a run. Oh, Sensei's guessing correctly. And a 12. 2nd down and 8. Means there's a linebacker in the zone. Where did you get your charts? I made my chart. Where did I get my chart? I made the chart, John. Yes, I have one for each team. I think I got them on Amazon or something. They're magnetic strips. Where are they? Around here somewhere. They're magnetic strips. They're around here somewhere. Can't find them. But I got all the teams. All right, here we go. I can't even remember what we're doing. Le'Veon Bell. Linebuck, is that what we decided? Right? And they guessed run defense with one linebacker. Okay. So defense. Sensei's defense 7. It is a linebuck 7, 2 yards. And it's coming up 3rd down from the 6. So Sensei's defense toughening up here. 3rd down from the 6. And we're going to try a pass to Martavius Bryant. We're going to go flat pass. Flat pass to Martavius Bryant. Defense is guessing. Ooh, 3rd down. 6. They're guessing run, actually. They're guessing run. So they guessed wrong. 3rd and 6. We're doing a flat pass. They have one defender in the zone. Here we go. All right. So nothing there. So 2. Coming off of Roethlisberger 8. Flat pass 8 is going to go to the receiver card. Going to the receiver. We need a flat pass. We need a 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, or 12. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Otherwise, it's going to be incomplete. And I rolled off the table. Let's try again. And it rolled off the table again. Let's try not to throw it so hard, Jester. An 11. They guessed right, so it's 7 yards and a touchdown! Ben Roethlisberger. 7 yard, even though they guessed right. And 11 is a 7 yard. If they guessed wrong, it would have been a long gain. But 7 yards is going to be enough to put it in the end zone and a touchdown. Pittsburgh. And now the extra points. 2 to 10 and 12 are good. It is up and it is good. And Pittsburgh is taking a 10-0 lead here in Cincinnati. 10-0 lead. As he has taken Pittsburgh down after the block punt. If you're just joining us, Pittsburgh with the block punt off of Cincinnati's first drive. Cincinnati's first drive was a blocked punt. Result. First time I've ever actually had a block punt. So Martavius Bryant, 6 yards from Ben Roethlisberger. He would catch 6 touchdowns in the regular season. This time, it counts for 6, and Pittsburgh comes into Cincinnati and takes a 10-0 lead here. This is a 2015 wild card game between Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. We got 7:48 to go here in the first quarter. It's 10-0. And we'll go ahead and do one more kickoff, and we'll do a couple more plays here for you guys. Again, this is a demonstration about how, yes, you can play super advanced without having to use all the defensive cards and the defensive sheets and the defensive tokens and everything. All you need to do is know what your opponent did, find out whether or not they chose right or wrong, find out how many defenders are in each zone. Once you find out all that information, then you can just roll on the cards. You don't need anything else. Special teams can make a big difference. I agree. So let's see what we got for the kickoff. It is a 4. It's going down to the 3-yard line, and it's going to be returned by back number 2. Pac-Man Jones returning it for Cincinnati. 12 yards. Wow. And 4 is going to be 16-yard line. And woo, Cincinnati. Twice did not get a very good return. As Pittsburgh's defense is playing tough here at home. The Bluebirds coming down here. Andy Dalton and company down 10-0. They're going to have to start picking it up here. So they're going to go end run to Bernard. End run to Bernard. The defense is guessing run. But they have nobody in the zone. They guess run, but they don't have anyone in the zone. Ooh, they got a 12. That's either really good or really bad. So it's coming off of Bernard's card. They guess right. A 12 is going to be 1-yard pickup. 1-yard pickup. 1-yard pickup. Do you sell your charters for free for me and your loyal subscribers? Hint, hint. If you want to contact me and give me some feedback, the reason I stopped sending it out was because I sent it out to a lot of people and didn't hear anything back. Not one thing back from a single person. Not one thing back. And I stopped sending it because I'm like, if nobody cares, then I'll stop sending it out. Flat passes are not permitted within the 10-yard line? Why is that? That's crazy. Why is that even a thing? I don't doubt it. I just, Rule 5-4. All right. I don't doubt it at all. I just, right. So you can't do it a long pass inside the opponent's 20-yard line, or you can't attempt a flat pass inside the opponent's 10-yard line. Well, that's crazy. All right. We'll move on. That's fine. It's good to know. I'm certainly not an expert at this game. Trust me. I'm just trying to find a way to play it solitaire. That's all. And again, the solitaire that comes with the game is fine if you want to play basic, but who wants to play basic? Not me. I mean, how many people in the chat? And this is just me asking a question. How many people in the chat play super advanced, advanced or super advanced baseball? How many of you play advanced or super advanced baseball? Stratomatic. I'm talking about Stratomatic. Do you play Stratomatic advanced or super advanced? Yes. Yeah, me. Okay. But then how many of you guys play just basic football? Super advanced for Howard as well. Glenn says, yeah, he plays Super Advanced as well. So we all play Super Advanced. Don't you feel, I mean, this is just me talking now, don't you feel like when you're playing basic football, don't you feel like you're missing out on a lot of stuff? Doesn't it feel like if you're playing the basic cards, like, do you see the difference? It's like, don't you feel like you're missing out on half the game? It just seems to me like it doesn't give you much options. It's very generic. It's like playing basic baseball. Nobody plays basic baseball. But I'm very surprised that most people play basic football first. And the reason they play basic football is because they don't have a way to play the advanced. You play the basic, you're missing out on some of the realism of the game. Yeah, I think I think the advanced and super advanced of all their sports are way better than the basic. Basic, it's just a darn shame. Anyways, you guys have my information right there. If you're interested, contact me. I can send you a printout of the sheet. If you're interested in giving me feedback, if you're interested in trying it out and you want to give me some feedback and say, oh, I love your sheet, but this is the problem. Where's this? Where's that? How come I can't do this? Like, there are things I purposely didn't include on this sheet because I wanted to see the feedback from people first. And then when you don't get feedback, you're like, okay, I must have sent out, and I'm not kidding you guys, I must have sent out like 30 sheets of the first one that I sent. I've been having people for years and years email me about that. I've sent it to everyone. And I never received one reply back. And all I asked for them was to, give me some feedback. I didn't have look-in passes. I didn't have look-in passes. We didn't have screen passes. We didn't have draw plays. We didn't have all those fancy dancy things because I wanted to get some feedback first. The second thing is, I know a lot of people don't like having to call defensive all the time. They want to play one side or the other. Like, I want to play Cincinnati. When Cincinnati's on offense, I want to play their offense. And when they're on defense, I want to play defense. So I can work on an offensive sheet, an offensive play calling sheet. But if I do that, I need to have some feedback from people. I can't just create all these things and then just give them out and then nobody say anything to me. So you guys have my email address, idjesterlive@gmail.com. All right, so I just wanted to give you guys, I'm not playing the whole game today. I'm just showing you guys some information about this. I'm talking about it. I'm covering information. If you're interested, let me know, and I'll email you the sheet. It's all it does is simulate you playing face to face. Your opponent's guessing pass or run. Your opponent's guessing where he's putting all of his guys on the board, and then you're rolling to find out how many linebackers he's got in the zone, how many defenders he's got in the zone. Did he guess pass? Did he guess run? And then once you do that, you can use the advanced cards because that's all you need to know. Does my system account for flat pass equals run? My system does incorporate that because it should be the default. It should be the default. Anytime you use a flat pass, it should be considered a run. Do my chart to do double team and key? Yes. So only if you guess right will you ever double team. You will see normally a double team is going to be on a 20. And depending on certain situations. Obviously the more sure you are as a defense. Like if it's 3rd down and 15, they're probably going to throw a pass. So you have a much better chance of double teaming the receiver. So obviously you only get to double team if you guess right, which is the ones on the bottom. If you guess wrong, You're looking at the top. What about red zone defense? No, see, this is I need feedback. I need information so I can get some feedback. I need some information. Like, what about red zone? Do you think we could add a red zone to this? Maybe I can. Maybe I can't. But I'm not going to unless I hear a lot of people interested in it. All right, let me know. There's my email address right there if you're interested. And I've got to run out for a little bit, so you might not get the sheet if you're interested for a little while. But I usually send it out pretty quickly. Yeah, that's about it. Boom, boom, boom. You can actually roll 2d20. If you had different d20s, you could say, okay, the first blue die is determining pass or defense call, and then the red dice is determining how many players are in the zone. You could just roll them one time, and boom, okay, I can look at this. I rolled a 13 on the blue die. I mean, that's going to be a pass play, and then a 9 means, blah, 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 whether there's one defender in the zone or 0 defenders in the zone. All right, let me know. I'll see you guys soon. Until then, my friends, take it easy, and we'll see you guys down the line.